First play, Mahomes looking to throw it.
Rolling to his right.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 42. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Being chased out left.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Again, it's Burrow.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down.
Now Burrow loses the football.
But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 36 yards. And the Chiefs have cut the lead back down to 2.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Taking it right down Broadway. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4.
Mahomes going to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended.
That's caught inside the 20. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 42 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a beast in the red zone.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They go play action with Burrow. Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now they go play action now. Burrow dancing to his left. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Steps away. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. Out to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That second down play nets a -4. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Now Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On second down, here's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Burrow.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down, Burrow being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has. Percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either...
Oh, right on the heels of the pick six. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Michael Dana able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So, boy, that's already the third they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Burrow getting this into the hands of Higgins.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. This pass complete to Higgins. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Escaping the pressure right.
Open man is Chase, complete.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, and knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
No gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. To throw is Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
We don't see it miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
Now Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Back to throw, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
This is first and 10. Now Burrow. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Here comes second down. Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
It certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
JJ's set.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Second down and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Flush to his right. Able to find Gray here. And he's got room. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Finding Kelsey once again. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down. Throwing, Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Muscles him off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here, because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll start on the ground with Swift. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action, rolling to his right. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. The ball comes out. And the ball ends up out of bounds. So it'll be a loss on the play. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Now it's Burrow. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith. Touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. from 10 yards out. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it.
It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On first down, Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Here's Swift. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Swift. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. They held him out on second down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Albert O from a yard out. And the Eagles have come back to make it a 2-point game. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted.
Let's just let this nigga run in there.
Exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they go play action now. Burrow on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Burrow. On the move to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Now it's Mixon running right. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Forced out to his left. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Here we go.
Now Burrow steps away. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
Here we go. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. Out to his left. He will find his man Chase complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Here we go.
All tied up, 8 apiece with 2 minutes on the clock.
Here we go. Let's go. Here we go. 180.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Zach Cunningham drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 11-8. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play. Maybe give their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
Throwing is Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down and what will be a gain of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Dancing to his left. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 37 yards. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The quarterback dropped, had the deep ball in his eyes, threw it out there. Perfect pass. Really nice play.
Is that the one they drew up for us in their production meeting and told us to be on the lookout for?
Yes, it was.
Boy, I think that he threw it better than they drew it up. That was fantastic.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Buying time to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And Burrow going to throw again.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Now Burrow on first down. Being chased out left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. On the shuffle pass, and it's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Burrow will throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and their delta pass of over 15 yards.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Steps away to his left.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And it's picked. There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 54 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 2-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Switch it, switch it, switch it, come on, switch it.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. First down, here's Burrow. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Here we go.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow. Buying time to his left. He's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And when you run a drag route like this down near the goal line, you're hoping maybe you get an inadvertent pick to set your man free. A lot of people call them natural screen.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Hurts will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
His throw incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd down, Burrow sliding out of the pocket. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Hassan Reddick, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here on the move to his left. That one will be incomplete. He caught it, but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away from the victory.
GG's, Chad. I'm about to get off here, man. Been playing for hours. Catch y'all in the morning. Will today. Later on.
And made it happen for a victory.
I won a lot of games today. I lost a couple. I'm liking the Madden24 though. It's live.
So that'll do it for us.
I might play a little Call of Duty though.
I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been